We each exist for but a short time, and in that time explore but a small part of the whole universe. Do we really have reason to believe that an objective reality exists? There should be no boundaries to human endeavor, however bad life may seem. While there's life, there is hope. Mankind's greatest achievements have come about by talking, and its greatest failures by not talking. It doesn't have to be like this. What you have told us is rubbish. The world is really a flat plate, supported on the back of a giant tortoise. I think computer viruses should count as life. I think it says something about human nature, that the only form of life we have created so far is purely destructive. We've created life in our own image. It is hard to imagine how free will can operate if our behavior is determined by physical law, so it seems. I regard the afterlife to be a fairy story for people that are afraid of the dark. Nothing is better than reading and gaining more and more knowledge. In an infinite universe, every point can be regarded as the center, because every point has an infinite number of stars on each side of it. There is a fundamental difference between religion, which is based on authority, and science, which is based on observation and reason. Science will win because it works. Not only does God play dice, but He sometimes throws them where they cannot be seen. However, one cannot really argue with a mathematical theorem. What did God do before He created the universe? If you understand how the universe operates, you control it, in a way. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. Science is not only a disciple of reason, but also one of romance and passion. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. It surprises me how disinterested we are today about things like physics, space, the universe, and philosophy of our existence, our purpose, our final destination. It's a crazy world out there. Be curious. People won't have time for you if you are always angry or complaining. Although I cannot move, and I have to speak through a computer, in my mind I am free. I have noticed that even those who assert that everything is predestined and that we can change nothing about it, still look both ways before they cross the street. Scientists tend to risk theories they admire. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star. But we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. It is said that there's no such thing as a free lunch. But the universe is the ultimate free lunch. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Each exists for but a short time, and in that time explore but a small part of the whole universe. I had no desire to share the fate of Galileo, with whom I feel a strong sense of identity, partly because of the coincidence of having been born exactly 300 years after his death. Simplicity is a matter of taste. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. If one is physically disabled, one cannot afford to be psychologically disabled as well. If we find the answer to that, why the universe exists, it would be the ultimate triumph of human reason. For then we would know the mind of God. The universe doesn't allow perfection. Although quantum mechanics has been around for nearly 70 years, it is still not generally understood or appreciated, even by those that use it to do calculations. I don't think the human race will survive the next 1,000 years, unless we spread into space. Thus, in a sense, we are all doomed, even if we stay away from black holes. However bad life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at. Where there's life, there's hope. It matters if you just don't give up. We now know that our galaxy is only one of some 100,000 million that can be seen using modern telescopes, each galaxy itself containing some 100,000 million stars. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. There could be whole anti-worlds and anti-people made out of antiparticles. However, if you meet your anti-self, don't shake hands. You would both vanish in a great flash of light. The universe does not behave according to our preconceived ideas. It continues to surprise us. Time and space are finite in extent, but they don't have any boundary or edge. They would be like the surface of the Earth, but with 2 more dimensions. I regard the brain as a computer which will stop working when its components fail. There is no heaven or afterlife for broken down computers. That is a fairy story for people afraid of the dark. Women. They are a complete mystery to me. The whole history of science has been the gradual realization that events do not happen in an arbitrary manner, but that they reflect a certain underlying order, which may or may not be divinely inspired. One is always a long way from solving a problem until one actually has the answer. Never scrub your arse with a wire brush. An expanding universe does not preclude a creator, but it does place limits on when he might have carried out his job. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. The most important point, that the universe is governed by a set of rational laws that we can discover and understand. But if the universe is really completely self-contained, having no boundary or edge, it would have neither beginning nor end. It would simply be. What place, then, for a creator? Only time, whatever that may be, will tell. It is not clear that intelligence has any long-term survival value. We are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inwards at ourselves on a small and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. The thing about smart people is that they seem like crazy people to dumb people. The most incomprehensible thing about the universe is that it is comprehensible. It's the gravity that shapes the large-scale structure of the universe, even though it is the weakest of four categories of forces. Eternity is a long time, especially towards the end. Einstein never accepted that the universe was governed by chance. His feelings were summed up in his famous statement, "God does not play dice." God not only plays dice, he also sometimes throws the dice where they cannot be seen. The human capacity for guilt is such that people can always find ways to blame themselves. Government works best under the glare of public scrutiny. Absent such scrutiny, abuses occur. I like physics, but I love cartoons. If aliens ever visit us, I think the outcome would be much as when Christopher Columbus first landed in America, which didn't turn out very well for the Native Americans. There is no way that we can predict the weather 6 months ahead, beyond giving the seasonal average. If the government is covering up knowledge of aliens, they are doing a better job of hiding them than they do at anything else. You cannot understand the glories of the universe without believing there is some supreme power behind it. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. People who boast about their IQ are losers. To confine our attention to terrestrial matters would be to limit the human spirit.